He's a good boy. Off you go. He's a good boy. No? Okay. Right, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Zielonka. So in the last episode, well, we're now in January, it was December, we got everything harvested, stuff like that. So what I'd left the hydro doing in the last episode was just subsoiling the fields. So I think we'd done this field here, which had our, was it red beet in there? That was the carrots. That one got done, and then I just left it doing the parsnip field. So all that's left now is what was the potato field, and I still think was it oat field we had down there? That one still needs done. So we're in January. There's nothing we can do with planting and stuff like that. I think this field probably needs another application of fertilizer, but we're just kind of waiting now for planting season. So yes, you're a good boy. So I think what I want to do in this episode is I'll get a worker doing these last two fields, get them all prepped and ready, get a worker doing that. If we just have a look at our productions, so as you see, we're processing through. There isn't really anything other than I think it was one of the soups is actually, yeah, so February is the best price for some of our, so for the preserved carrots, we could sell them. They're about high, so we could make some money off that. The parsnips, they're low. The beetroot will be next month. In terms of soups, there's nothing really that's worth selling right now. Maybe, a couple of episodes we'll get rid of this parsnip soup. But everything else is just going to have to wait. But what I want to do, I think I said it in the last episode, was about getting the horses. So what I've been and done, I found a nice little stables here. It's only £20,000. Need to change that, of course. So if I was just thinking about putting it somewhere like here. There is that gate. It's going to collide with that tree, so I'll maybe bring it a little bit further down. Maybe something like that. There we go. So let's just go and have a look at that. Okay, so I've not actually... Oh, we've got a slight texture issue here. Okay, so do any of these open? Yeah, the barn door's open. So I believe that this is the water trough here. Not sure how I'm going to get water into it just yet. Probably have to buy a little water bowser. And this will be where we put the food. We do have some oats, so we can put oats in there. I'm not sure if they need bedding for, straw for bedding. Let's have a quick look. The horse pasture, no animals. So I'll tell you what, first of all, let's get some horses. And I think the trigger is about here. Let's just switch the F1 menu on. Here we go, it's at this side. So we can get some horses. That's quite a nice horse. So let's have that one. Okay, and then should we get another one? Oh, that one's a nice spotty one. I'm calling it spotty. I know they're not called spotties. My family's actually horse nuts, so I know a fair bit about horses. I'm just not interested in it. Do we get a third one? They're only £500, so yeah, let's just get another one. I think this can hold up to 20 horses. Oh no, up to 5, sorry. So we could just get the 5 horses, couldn't we? Done. I think I have been. And what else could we get? Do we get a Palomino? Yeah, go on then. Right, so there's all our horses. I believe you can change the names of the horses. So I don't know. I want to call one. I'm going to give one a name. I'm going to call you. Let's call you Strepsil, because if you're ever feeling a little hoarse, you probably need a Strepsil. So, yeah. I did that joke. But I'll tell you what, if anybody wants their name on a horse, stick it in the comments and I'll give you a horse's name if that's not too much of an insult. Does this door open? Oh, it does. Look at that. Ooh. I think that's maybe supposed to fold back. Right, so now if we look in the horse menu, so we've got base food, hay and root crops. Unfortunately, I dumped all my root crops, didn't I? So, not sure what we're going to put in there. I might end up just buying some root crops just to see what happens. I don't know if you can actually buy them in the store. Let's have a look. So, pallets, can you buy any root crops? No, doesn't look like you can. So, I can't actually get them out of the productions either. So, I could just, if I was just, because I am going to sell that production there. So, maybe if I sell it and just take out, I'll just magic in the remaining stuff into my cellar, and then I can use that for horse feed. But it looks as though they need to be ridden. They haven't got any water, so we'll get them some water. Base food can be oats, so let's get them some oats first of all. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's just check on the crops. Yeah, so 45 needs another application of fertilizer, so we'll get that sorted now, just with a bit of course play. In fact, the course might still be laid in. I think it is, you know. So let's go to the first waypoint. We'll set that off. We'll jump into the hydro and get a course laid in for this one as well. So 4 meters, yeah, it can do 2 headlands. That should be alright. So you can get your job done, and that just leaves us with the feed to get the horses some food, and then we'll have to look at upgrading the bale trailer. Well, I think we actually sold it in the last episode, did we? I think we did. It's been a while. The new series I'm doing with Grain Man, the Corpy cooperative, that seems to be taking up quite a lot of time at the moment, so I've been focusing on that one. If you haven't watched it, there'll be a link at the end of this video. There we go. Oh, so I've got wheat in there. Yeah, I've got some oats. Not sure how much this is going to last, but we might as well try and put it all in. There we go. I doubt very much they'll take this much, and I really hope that I can squeeze this into that barn, because it's quite a small door. Oh, I think we're actually going to struggle here. Hoping for a wide trigger. Right, so we've got a slight problem. Yeah, and there is a collision on the barn. Right, oh well, best laid plans and all. Not sure what to do just now with that. Probably just tip it back into the grain silo, and then we'll go and figure out with trailers and stuff what to do. I think what I could do is just go and buy a bucket for the front of the tractor instead of the pallet forks. So what I'm going to do now that the Massey has finished, let's just drop off this trailer, and maybe drop off the loader. Drop off the weight. And then we'll go and buy a new trailer to load up these pallets, and we'll do that with the Massey just because it's a little bit faster. Oh, it ran out of fertilizer at some point. So why did it continue? That seems a bit odd. And why hasn't this updated? Is it too cold? Is that the issue? I mean, I've used all my fertilizer, so there's not much I can do about it now. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there. I believe I've got a loader. Yeah, I have. I can put the loader on this one. And I do have a weight as well. So let's drop that off. And we'll head to the store, pick up a new trailer. And we'll go and make some money. Right, okay, so we're at the store. Now, I did put some new mods in for trailers. I think they'll be in the bale loader section. So yeah, I added like this homemade trailer, which is pretty big. I get quite a lot of stuff on there, I think. Colours, not a bad selection of colours as well. Then I think I also added this one here, this lizard. I prefer not to use lizard branded stuff if I can. I like to keep it to the sort of real stuff. But in the comments I had Ken, who's joined us in some live streams. He mentioned about getting the low loader, the Bremner one, which is pretty useful actually. I mean, it's nice and low. And how much is that? So that is 15,000. In fact, let me just change this currency. Yeah, so that is 15,000, and the bale trailer I was looking at is the same. So what sort of configurations can I have? I can only have the wide tyres, so not really any advantage for that. Not planning on doing too many bales. So perhaps, yeah, we'll give the loader a go. I haven't actually used it yet, so right, what can we do? So this could be license plate. Got to think of something. How about LODR? Or perhaps LDER. Yeah, that'll do. Back only. Wheel setup can only be standard. Right. Yeah, okay, so we'll buy that for 15,000. Means I'm probably going to have to put the weight on the front. And what I'm going to do as well, I'll buy a bucket for the loader. So loader tools. So we've got this one here. It only holds 1,000 litres. Have we got any other options? Got the MX pack, but I think, oh no, I can change that. So what would that hold? That holds 850. That holds 2,400. That's probably going to be the better one to have. And we're going to attach to a Euro style. Do they change? Yes, they do. So yeah, we'll buy that as well. I'm pretty certain I don't have a bucket, but I didn't check. Okay. Right, so we'll head over to the soup factory, I think it was, or the preserve factory, where we've got items to sell. and I'll see you back there. So I thought I would just come to the farm and get some oats for the horses first. I'm not sure if I'm not going to tip up here. Start to feel a bit light, so let's just stop it. And let's hope this bucket fits through the door, otherwise I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, here's my next issue. Right, so it looks as though that's going in, which is alright. I didn't realise how small this stable actually was. But I'll tell you what, I'm just going to leave the bucket there. And then we'll head over to the preserve factory and we'll get these preserved carrots, I think it was. We'll get those sold. Okay, so in the production menu, we've still got a absolute ton of root crops to be processed. So, but all we want is the carrot soup, because that's the one. Sorry, preserved carrots. So we just need to find those and then get them loaded up, and we'll go and sell them. So what do they look like? And so that's parsnip, that's beetroot, yeah. So it's obviously it's these ones. Are they easy to distinguish? Yeah, they're a little bit more orange, but I'll probably just stack everything up into sort of its different types, and then whenever we get a carrot, we'll put that on the trailer. Okay, so after a lot of frustration and in the end a little bit of help from super strength, I've got everything loaded or stacked ready to load. I mean, I know I was saying about selling this production to fund, you know, getting the potato plant and things like that, but the amount of preserves we got here is, well, it's just unreal. And each one of these is 2,000 litres. I think we're going to be alright for money. But again, it's the same issue with loading pallets. The weight's not a problem, it's literally just the friction between the pallets, and you're trying to make a turn and they're just sliding about. Totally unrealistic and frustrating. So that's why I ended up just using super strength. Let's say it's not going to be a super realistic series, it's just more about seeing what we can do with these new productions. Oh, see, just like that. Absolutely total pain. Can I get rid of it? I don't know how that ended up getting stuck to the forks like that. But, I mean, at least they self-right to a certain degree, so when you do knock them over, it's easier, or easy, to recover. Right. So enough about my issues. Let's get this trailer hitched up. Try and remember where the best place is. I think I'll probably just have to look though. Get those strapped on. Get the forks up, out the way. Pick up the weight. So best price for, oh, I was on the screen, for the carrots right now is, well, obviously it's going to be Erling Grat, but let's take them down to the supermarket. In fact, I think, is that just across the road, the supermarket? Can't remember whether it's the one across the road or it's the one further down the map near the soup plant. But we'll get these sold and then we can see what we can do with that money. Okay, so here's the supermarket. Say it's just across the road from the piano shop, and I also got a message there to say that the workers finished doing the subsoiling in the potato field. So let's get these sold. I'm not sure why those at the back aren't selling. But that was 53,000 there. Oh, have I ended up with the wrong one? A beetroot on there. I'm not sure now. So we've made like over $80,000, I think, or euros. So that's pretty good. We're in a really good position now. I don't think we're going to need to buy or sell the preserve factory to be able to get the potato processing. But I'll get back to the farm and we'll need to go and buy something to transport water with for the animals, so that'll be the next job. Alright, so it looks as though the hydro's done a good job here. There doesn't seem to be any misbits. I think doing the two headlands has really helped. Where am I going to park this now? Let's put it down the side of here. Oh, it has steering rear axle. I didn't realise that. That is handy. Right, so we'll head over to the store again. We'll pick up something to put water with. We might have to put down a water tank as well for us to fill up from. Maybe we'll go by a lake and see if it'll fill up from the lake, just to be cheap. So for the water, we'll look in, is it miscellaneous? It's not in there. Now in the animals section. So we've got a choice. Maybe just something like this. What does that hold? 2,000 litres. Oh, we could get one that has 6,000 litres. I think 2,000 litres should do. I mean, say we haven't got many. We haven't got many animals to feed, so should we just call this tank? There we go. Rim colour. Oh, let's have some nice chrome wheels or black wheels. Yeah, let's go with the black wheels. So that's 3,000 euros. And where's our nearest water source that we could try and fill up from? So just looking on the map here, we've got this thing down here. Let's go and just head down the road, see if we can get any water from that. Okay, so it's kind of running out into the track here. So if I just back it in. Oh, it's filling up. That's perfect. Right, so we'll get back to the farm, we'll get the horses some water, and I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. Say winter months, there's not much to do. And I could really do with a quick video to edit right now, so I think this will be the one. Okay, I'll just come into here. Come on, out the way. There we go. Is this where it needs to be? Yeah, so they haven't even used all the water in this tank. So that's good. Yep, come on, out the way. I'll just walk right through my tractor. Right. No point in trying to look as though I'm not killing my horses. So there we go. So I think we'll call it on this episode. Let's just have a look at the health. It's going to start coming up. Not yet. Say we need to do some riding. I think, well, I hope there's a mod where you can have someone caring for your horses, because I don't think I'm going to have time to look after all these horses and still run the farm. So we'll have a look at that. Obviously I'm going to need some hay, so maybe we can invest in... could maybe turn this field here into a grass field and get some hay off that and some silage as well. That might not be a bad idea. Next episode we'll have to get these stones picked. I think I'm just going to lease the big stone picker and get them all out. But like I said, if you want, yeah, I can rename this. So what was I going to call this? Strip sill. There we go. Not lunar strip sill, just strip sill. There we go. If you want to have your name on any of these horses, just put it in the comments. First come, first served. Say which one you want and what name you want it to be. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye for now.